So I finished with those two jackets. We're back on these mini kilts today. As you can see, I got 3 of them at the same stage ready to go. The next step is going to be to put the waistbands on them. I already measured those out. The waistbands will be 4 inches by 12 inches. I need to make 6 of them. So that means I got to clear these off the table, pull the fabric out, and start measuring and cutting. So it turns out I don't need to roll the fabric out yet. I looked at the pile of scraps over in the corner there, and I got enough pieces in the right orientation with the corduroy stripes running vertically that I should be able to just cut them out of the scrap instead of using more of the roll. So I'll do that. Okay, so got these 6 pieces cut. It's always good, like I said, with the scrap pile, it's always good to use up smaller pieces rather than taking new off the roll. Or anytime you're trying to save on material, go through your scraps, see what you can find that's useful rather than cutting new material all the time. It saves money, and it saves on usable material, so you can get more out of whatever material you have. Anyway, I will serge these up. And it looks like, other than I have to clean up a mess, looks like I am soon going to run out of thread on one of the 3 serger threads here. When that happens, don't worry, I'm prepared. I got another one there. Okay, I'll serge those up, and, well, then I'll be back on that machine. 6 pieces are serged. I'm trying to see them a bit there. And if you look, yeah, I'm using a lot of thread off of that one spool. We're getting close to the end of that spool. This is the needle thread. These are the hook threads. Needle thread uses the least thread, which is why I usually have the smallest cone sitting on this edge. But sergers use a lot of thread. So these 2 are more likely to run out faster, which is why I put the thicker cones there. But even the needle thread, just these 6 tiny pieces, serging the edges of them. On the needle thread, that used 16 feet of thread. Probably closer to 20 because the excess on the end that has to be left on every stitch row. So anyway, I will see about getting these put on those kilts. I'll bring you over to the machine and I'll set up. Let's get this mess started. Okay. Since these all have one hemmed edge, which is the front, I'm going to have to hem, well, I'm not going to have to hem these, but I am going to have to roll the edge to attach them. Alright, so starting on this end, I'm going to take face to face, which means that's going to go here, just a little bit in. And we line it up, and we do our best. Oh, well, first off, I got to change the foot. Still got the zipper foot on there from doing that jackets yesterday. Okay, so roll that back a touch. It's all going to stitch up nice. Get our 1/2 inch lined up, and do our back stitch. Did make these about half an inch longer than they have to be, which is fine. Because it's all going to get serged and cut off at the end anyway. Get that put together. Next, we're going to fold this up this way. We're going to pin it because we got to mark the top edge. That has to be done. We've got that fold marked. Stitch that in. Show you the trick once we get to the end here. This one we got to pull the pin. At that point, we do some trickery. This, which is folded down out of the way for the measurement, is going to be folded up and into the rest of this seam. We're just going to stitch straight down to there and then back it up. And we got the easy bit. Hope it spins out. Get a good order operations out of this, I hope. Now, we fold this up inside the seam. And we should be able to just line up this edge of the seam with this edge of the foot. And top stitch it. Nice and simple. This is how you make a 4-inch wide strip into an 1.5-inch waistband. Like I said, there's a little bit of extra material left here. Because it's going to be serged off. It's going to be cut off and serged when we attach the fold on the back. Now I have the correct measurement of 26 inches, so I can add the bottom and top hem to 27, and that's the length for the fold plate on the back. So there you go. That's how you do that part. I'll do the other 5 and get back to the next section.